Oh, I'm ready, baby. There you go. Don't make a mess. Thank you.
All colors, but you switch colors with somebody. What color game? You don't even know who's mom was.
Yeah, dad can sit under the. Ba 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 ba. Levi, bite the popsicle, girl. Ain't no popsicle like that. Bye. Yeah. Ooh, whoa. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. 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 The camera right there, Michael. The camera right there. Yeah. Go eat. You gotta put them close. Hey, Mike, come on, bro. Hey, move. Let's down. Go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see,
So why is it raining week 1 in Alabama?
taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
I'm trying to plant some heat.
A couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
The Auburn Tigers. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. 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 Ooh. Bum, bum. Bum. Bum, bum. Yeah.
The Tigers
Yeah.
have to kick it away and get this season started.
Let's go. Got the Longhorns in the hill house.
On the move from inside his 5.
Get busy.
Not a lot of
Get
space to be
busy.
found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manager.
Oh,
like
boy, he got rocked.
Don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
No
And from
way.
this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. Still running at the 40. All out of space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Get him out the game, coach.
Stopping him short of the first down line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't.
Can I get a backup in the game, please?
Big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually beat the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The play action fake. Under fire. On target. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. He got some room.
No! No, he
And he'll
didn't.
go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see...
The first time playing defense. Let's go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Manning. To short hands, it's Washington. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find
In a second, I can. Now
Now
I'm right
on
this
the
second.
field. The quarterback is finding your
What?
biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the running back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well
I got the
blocked.
camera
Good
on right
run
now,
and a
too. Look at
first down. Dude, he's already picked
Yeah,
up
you can.
46 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. To the air on first down.
Oh, nice.
And it's
Good
picked up
job.
at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. How confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination?
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's
Okay.
happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times.
Because she
on the
didn't do the
plains.
pay. Not because she got him wrong.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance. Immediately into the backfield, he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking to the camera,
Wide
you mean,
receiver
Bert?
going in motion. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Powers through the defender. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb.
No.
Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle
those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys.
And he loses.
No, he didn't.
Corralled by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Oh.
Down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown
You
into the
fumbled
end
a
zone.
kick
You've got to
out.
read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it against the Georgias? Can you do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Wide open spaces. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. The give on the option.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Howard. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Lost a throw on first down.
Oh, no, he did not stop. That's crazy, bro. If he doesn't put that's a crazy.
Away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll slide it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Forced out of the pocket. Finds the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first production.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With the catch, it's Cobb. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Oh, the attempt is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn lines up quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down.
Oh.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Holds it in, the first down and more. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Simmons.
Bro, why y'all so deep?
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Oh, he makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it on the run.
I literally told you, go outside.
Down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Try to march their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Oh, okay.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking for space. It's Baxter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Complete downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Alston.
Ooh.
Knock it free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Looking downfield on first down. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late.
Oh, nice.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Standing in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It would...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
It's a seam wide open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down. Off
the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run play action. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To throw, it's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.